says, I wrote 30 articles, but Search Console doesn't show any click and impressions. Even I'm targeting keyword with 0 difficulty means only the site is working on exact keywords. All right, sorry, I'm going to read it again. I wrote 30 articles, but Search Console doesn't show any click or impressions. Yeah, okay, so just because you write articles doesn't mean that Google is going to reward you. That's not how it works. Like, just because you put content on your website does not mean that Google is going to start showing it to people. So, you know, there could be a lot of reasons for this. And it doesn't matter if it's a low competition keyword or not. It's good that you're going after 0 keyword difficulty stuff, because that stuff is absolutely easier to rank. But even then, yeah. So it sounds like you might be at like the very kind of like beginning stages of your site, and you just wrote like your first 30 articles, you put them on your website, and Google's just not showing them to people yet. So of course you're not going to get any clicks if you're not getting any impressions, and they don't have to show people your website. So anyway, you know, keep writing articles. Another thing you're going to want to do is make sure the articles are written well, that they're not junk, and that Google hasn't flagged them as, you know, unhelpful content or spam content. You know, make sure you've got them optimized well with on-page SEO. It's always helpful to use a tool like Surfer SEO or Pop to, you know, make sure your content is written well, has a bunch of, you know, related keywords in it and stuff like that. But it's not 100% necessary, but it definitely helps a lot if you're not really sure about what you're doing. Yeah, make sure it's all structured, all the H tags and all that, good on-page SEO. And then if you haven't done any link building, you know, this is what the main way that Google gets its, you know, bots or its crawlers over to your website to actually look at stuff is if there's other websites on the internet that have backlinks pointing to you, because then the bot ends up crawling that backlink and ends up on your website and then crawling around there. So yeah, if you haven't built any backlinks at all, I'm guessing this is just like the very beginning stages. You've got a new website, you put up 30 articles, no backlinks or whatever. So at that point, you know, it takes a while. A lot of people consider this like the Google sandbox period. Whether you believe in the sandbox or not, it definitely takes websites longer in the beginning to start getting crawled, getting pages indexed, getting Google to show them, so getting impressions and whatnot. And then, you know, you're not going to start getting any clicks until you get onto like page 1, essentially, mostly. And then really the higher, you know, positions in page 1, position 5 and up, or really position 3 and up. But anyway, so yeah, keep working on your content, keep adding more content, make sure it's optimized well, make sure it's written well, make sure you're building some backlinks to your website. We've got a video on building backlinks to websites that don't have much link building done yet, building backlinks to new websites. Definitely search our channel for that. It's a good video that we end up showing a lot of people. And yeah, that'll guide you through the process of doing a bunch of homepage link building with natural anchors until things really start to kind of pop up and get a good amount of traffic and keywords on your website. Anything to add on that, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, like Chris said, you know, he listed off a bunch of variables that are worth looking at or considering when you're asking a question like this. One that I'm not sure if you mentioned, Chris, was, you know, the time the website's been up. Even
Yeah,
if you've, you
sandbox
know,
kind of stuff.
yeah, you've got like the website up for a month, let's say, and you've just targeted 0 competition keywords, really easy to access keywords with like almost no traffic value. Then still, you know, it's not like Google, like Chris said, is going to automatically reward you just because you've gone after these targets. You know, there is that quote sandbox type period. So, you know, a few things to consider there, but yeah, all of the normal stuff when it comes to building an SEO asset. If it was as simple as writing a bunch of articles, me and Chris would be gazillionaires by now, and I don't know that we would be on the show.
Yeah. I'll just add one more thing. You know, just because a keyword is 0 difficulty does not mean that other people are not targeting that keyword.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a bunch of other websites that are writing the same exact articles that you are as well. The 0 keyword difficulty just means that those pages that are ranking for it generally don't have really much of or any backlinks going to that individual page, but the website that they're on probably has some backlinks. And it might vary, you know, some might have a lot, some might have a little, but it's something else for you to look into is just look at the actual authority of the websites that are ranking, because it might have a 0 keyword difficulty, but every page ranking might be on like a DR like 90 website, you know, but just that each of these individual articles might have 0 backlinks going to it, but they still have the power of their entire domain behind it. So It's not really a perfect gauge. You kind of got to look at two things, right? Or really three things. You have to look at if the pages that are ranking for it are actually trying to target that keyword directly as well. Definitely helps out. But yeah, hopefully that helps. Kind of a bunch of information there. Maybe slow it down to to half speed and you can watch it again on when the recording's over. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.